What's going on, guys? Daniel Kump here. Hey, in this video I want to share with you some tips and tricks that you guys can use to be split testing. You always want to be split testing, whether it be with your conversions, whether it be traffic and everything else. Everything that you do in your business, you want to split test and track those results as much as you possibly can. So this video here, guys, this is a little more for the advanced marketer. So number one, if you don't have a ClickFunnels account, if you're not constantly running traffic to your business, this plain and simple, this video is not for you. Okay, it's not for you. If you're running traffic to, as an example, depending on when and where you're watching this, if you're running traffic to Income Shift Pro, and that's what your focus is right now, and you're not designing your own pages, you're not using again ClickFunnels, then this video is not for you. This is more for a slightly more advanced marketer, and that's okay. If you haven't gotten there yet, that's okay. It takes time. I didn't use ClickFunnels in the very beginning because it seemed too complex for me, but now I love it. It's my go-to. But anyway, I want to share with you guys how I personally split test my pages, like in the middle of the traffic run and while the traffic is going on, kind of doing some A/B testing. And in our training guide here, I've given you the funnel that's right behind this video here. I've given you guys this exact same funnel. This is the exact same funnel that I have used now. I've made various modifications to it through split testing and other things, but this is the same page that I started with when I was using the Bing pay-per-click traffic and other traffic sources. And the page converts, it works very, very well. But at the same point, you also want to be, split testing. You don't just want to send all your traffic to one page. You constantly want to be split testing. Even when you split test two pages and one of them gets you good results or even just better results than the other page, what you want to do is you want to shift more of the traffic to the page that's converting better, and then take the page that's not converting as well and then change some things around. Try to increase. You're always split testing two pages at the same time. Always, no matter what. Never just settle on one page, because you never know. It might be a word, it might be a color, it might be a picture. There might be something in there that just triggers a better opt-in rate than another page. You never know. But plain and simple, guys, numbers don't lie. And if you're tracking your results, you're gonna figure this stuff out. It's just a matter of time. So let me share and show you guys here. These are the two different pages. So in other words, when you're on our training site here, okay, and you go to this video and it says, this is a ClickFunnels share code for the exact page that I was just showing you, okay? That's the ClickFunnels share code. If you have a ClickFunnels account, you can upload this capture page right here, all right? Now, keep in mind, obviously you're gonna wanna link this capture page to whatever video presentation you're going to send them. Obviously, if you want to use MyEcon and you want to use the Income Shift Pro landing page, you can definitely do that. Or if you want to send them to a third-party offer or whatever it is, go for it. The capture page is here for you guys to use for really whatever you want. But I want to share with you how I split my traffic. So this shell is basically here just for you guys to use. That's the only reason why I created it. But I'm going to take you to a very, very similar funnel that I have set up, which, as you guys see, you'll see the two of them look almost identical. But I want to share with you guys the pages that I'm literally using right now. So as you can even see, I've named it Bing pay-per-click MyEcon because, again, this is physically what I am using right now. So I have traffic running to these two pages. This is the original page right here. Okay, this is the original page. But I have also created another page right here. So instead of saying, do you want to make money online, it says finally a simple two-step method to making money online. So as you can see, I'm just playing with the wording a little bit. I'm playing with the wording. The traffic is flowing and I'm making what's called micro adjustments through the traffic process. So I'm going to show you guys right now live in my stats. Okay, I'm going to show you guys live in my stats the traffic that I have running right now at the time you're watching this video literally just started a couple of days ago. So you can see right here, I'm only looking at the last 2 days. I'm not going back prior to that because I'm just looking during the period of the traffic run. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come down to this page and I'm looking at the control, which is the first page, and then the variation, which is the second page. So as you can see, the control, which is the first page, has a slightly better, not huge, but slightly better opt-in rate than the variation, which is the second page, okay? So what this tells me is obviously the first page is getting better results. Plain and simple, numbers don't lie. The first page has a better opt-in rate. So now what I'm going to do is, now that I know what my actual results are, I can come back to this. I can come back to these two pages, and I can make what's called a micro adjustment. Now, I don't want to do anything huge. I don't want to do anything drastic right now, because ultimately the page has a 60+% opt-in rate. So plain and simple, if the page has a 60+% opt-in rate, I'm not going to change drastic things. I'm not going to just throw a whole new capture page in there. I want to make what's called a micro adjustment. So as an example, as we can see over here, again, we know that the control, this page right here, has a better opt-in rate. All right, this has what you saw in the stats, a 65% opt-in rate. This one has a 63% opt-in rate. So I shifted a little more of my traffic, 60% of the traffic is going to go to this page, okay? So I hope that makes sense. And the rest of the traffic is going to go over to here. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that variation that you can see right there. I'm going to take that variation, and instead of, I don't know what I'm going to play with right now, but where it says, do you want to make money online? Maybe I'll change that as the same headline as the other one, but I'll keep the red button. Or as you can see in the control right here, I have a blue button, all right, where it says make real money here. So maybe what I'll do is I'll change, over here where it says, where the button is red, maybe I'll change that to blue, and I'll give it the same title as the first page. So those are little micro adjustments that you can make, and then I'll finish out the traffic run and I'll continue to monitor the stats, okay? So what you can do, now what you would do is, let's say we go in there and we make a small micro adjustment. We go in there, instead of making it a red button, now we make it a blue button. All right, so again, small micro adjustments. We go in, we make the button blue, and then I'm gonna monitor that over the next 100 or so clicks. And then I'm gonna go back in. And I'm gonna look at my stats, all right? And if the percentages increase, so for this page right over here, for the variation, if the percentages increase, instead of that 60-40 split that I have right now, okay? So instead, I know like my head's being cut off here a little bit. So instead of that 60-40 split that's right there, if the percentage increases over the next 100 clicks for this page up over here, then what I'll do is I'll do more of a 50-50 split, all right? However, if the percentage goes down, let's say I change it to a blue button, and that percentage goes down, it goes from 63% down to 60 or 50 something, whatever, then all I'm gonna do is, for the rest of the traffic run, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that 60-40 split, and I'm gonna put more traffic to the first page. Okay, I'm gonna put more traffic to the first page because that page is getting the better opt-in rate. So I'm gonna finish out my traffic run with the page that's converting the best, all right? Then next time I do another traffic run, I'll take these same two pages. So maybe I'll go back to the red button, and then maybe instead of the button, then maybe I'll make a micro adjustment to the headline. Maybe I'll take over here where it says finally a two-step simple method, whatever the headline is that you want to use, I'll take that same headline and I'll move it over to the other page. And then again, I'll get 100 to 200 clicks in. I'll make little micro adjustments, but these are what I'm talking about. And you want to just constantly, over time, guys, you're going to find a page that converts better than the others. So what's easy to do is realize this: at one point, just like you saw on the funnel that I gave you guys the share code for, at one point, the two pages were exactly the same. Like the only difference might have been two different color buttons. That's it. But numbers don't lie. So as you start running traffic, one of those two pages, period, end of story, plain and simple, one of those two pages is going to convert better than the other. All right. Once that starts to happen, all right, shift your traffic towards the page that's converting better, and then go to the page that's not converting as well and make little micro adjustments and see if you can get that opt-in rate to go up. And then you never know. What could happen is you might change a word, you might change some lettering, you might change an exclamation point, you might change the color of a button, the color of the headline. It could be anything, but just experiment with little micro adjustments. And that's why I say micro. You don't want to go major adjustment. You don't want to take a simple page like we have over here and then do, you know, a variation where it's a color picture and it's completely different. It's really tough to split test when you have apples and oranges. But if you have two different apples, you know, you got a Granny Smith and then you got a Fuji, or you got a Granny Smith and you got a Pink Lady or a Red Delicious or whatever it is, you get two different types of apples. All right, now you're at least on the same page. You're at least eating the same fruit. You're at least eating the same thing, but you know, one bite for somebody might be sweeter than the other. You know what I mean? So it's just making those little micro adjustments. And over time, guys, all you're going to be doing all the time, every single day, every traffic run, you're running two different pages and you're just split testing, making micro adjustments, constantly trying to increase your opt-in rate. That is how, for me, over the last couple of years, when I first started doing this, you know, my pages were getting 30 to 35. I mean, sometimes I got junk. I got 15 to 20% opt-in rates. But it depends on your traffic source. It depends on your consistency. And it depends on constantly split testing. But now, at least for our team, we have a good solid traffic source that we know works well. And then we have capture pages that we know convert well. So now what you want to do is take the pages, constantly split test, and figure it out. And, you know, to throw it back to the very beginning of this, when I talked about Income Shift Pro, if you guys have seen the other trainings here that's in our site, we talk about split testing different pages inside Income Shift Pro. And that's what this is all about. It's about you split testing all of the data that you're measuring. So your traffic, your capture pages, and figuring out what works and what doesn't. And that's what makes you a better marketer. So hope you guys found this helpful. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, just get back to us on our group chat or click on the YouTube video, drop a comment down below, and I'll be happy to answer those questions for you. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.